Hello solo leveling fans and welcome back to a new video. Real quick before we get started, I just want to shout out today's comment of the video. This is it right here, and I'm glad that that you guys have been enjoying the content and you find my content very helpful. It does mean a lot to me, and it does give me that motivation to keep posting for you guys. But with that being said, guys, let's get straight into today's video. Now, big shout out before we start to Natu, Kazi, and Alpha Leaker here for providing this exclusive gameplay and preview, I guess, about the new Hunter Hansei. And if you guys do end up enjoying this kind of content and want to see more of it, don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe. Obviously, we're going to be going through over her kit, the positives and negatives, in my opinion, and what basically we are going to be expecting when it comes down to things like that. But without any further ado, guys, let's get straight into it.
All right, yo Alpha, welcome back to the channel. Good to have you back.
It's good to be back. How are you?
Doing well, thanks. How about you?
I'm good, I'm good.
All right, so we've got another cool video here today, I see. Can you tell us a bit about what we're looking at here?
So in the video, as you can see, we can see the new Hunter Hansai. She is a wind support. She is similar in nature to more mean than she does to Meilin. She is basically a healer also, as you can see from her abilities, but there is a gimmick to it that you will see when she releases. As you can see in the video, her entire kit is based around plants, basically. By the way, for people who don't recognize her, she is the Arek Hunter from the Hunters Guild. So yeah, she has a very interesting kit. It feels very smooth. The animations are very smooth. It is more similar to Meilin Cat Paws skill that gives the buffs after you use it. And then her second skill is area of damage and healing. It's a very big AoE skill.
Now, so far, in my opinion, so far things that have been going here, and I couldn't say this, but like I'm looking at her kit and she reminds me a lot of Juhi when it comes down. I know he mentioned like Meilin, and I know he mentioned Min here, but in my opinion, she looks like her abilities so far look like Juhi, where she just has this big area of effect around her and provides heals and buffs to the team. So maybe she's just gonna be a better version of Juhi, and it's just gonna be wind typing, obviously. But again, it's too early in the video to be saying things like that. But yeah, let's carry on and see what he says here.
I think it's the biggest support skill we currently have. Her ultimate, which is not shown here, is basically, I can describe to you the animation, is basically her holding a flower and then just releasing it in like a shockwave sort of. And her support skill is her landing into the ground and then pushing enemies away, although it might change, and also giving buffs. So yeah, that's basically the general description of the character itself.
Well, that sounds pretty cool. Yeah, I could see the AoE is huge, like you mentioned. So any enemies that are in there will get damaged, and allies will get healing and buffs, or.
So yeah, there you go. Like if that's the case, like where it's a big area of effect, and you get heals and buffs within the range, I think that's more of Juhi, but again, better obviously than
yeah, that's the basic idea for that skill. Although again, the kit is not finalized and I cannot share more details about what I know. But yeah, that's the general description of the skill.
So yeah, guys, it is more Juhi, in my
an
opinion.
amazing job, as you can see on the skill, because it's one of the most beautiful skills I think we have in
Gotta
the
say,
game.
her
Yeah,
design
no,
looks
she
absolutely
gorgeous.
amazing, though.
But you say
Yeah,
you ignore the
I
skill
agree
effects.
with
Is that
Kazi
because
right
it's
there.
not final, or?
Yeah, because it's not final. As you can see, when I use the first skill, it gives.
Okay, guys. So yeah, we have confirmation that all of this is not final, but again, it's still pretty cool to look at this and see all of her kit and stuff like that. Well, most of her kit at
The
least.
buff from Alicia, and when I use the second skill, it does only damage one time and then it doesn't trigger again. That's because I've used as like the baseline for the skills. I use the Alicia skill effects basically because
Oh,
the
okay.
new skill effects are not in the game.
Okay, so over here, basically, she doesn't have that ice body armor. That's something Alpha just added. So I'm guessing she would still have a shield, but it wouldn't be obviously ice. But again, this is not finished, and so he just used some mods, I guess, or like abilities to cover up the fact that she's not finished yet. But we are to be expecting a shield, obviously, maybe it'd be thorns or something, or plants that will be covering her here as a shield. Maybe like the Encore mission boss that we fight. Maybe he'll have a shield like that. But yeah, I'm yapping too much. Let's carry on.
implemented in the files.
I see what you're saying. So the visual effects are correct, but the actual effects the skill have are not.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
basically it.
That's very cool. And so she's a wind healer slash support.
Yeah, that's basically it. She's meant to be what Min is to the light team and what Melin is for the water team. I think she's a really good supporter if they keep it the
I guess like he keeps bringing Maylin and Min into the conversation. I understand where he's coming from, but again, like her kit is, in my opinion, it's more similar to Johi. Let me guys know what you think in the comment section, compared to rather Min or Maylin. Basically, I think she's more of a better version of Johi than similar to Min or Maylin. But yeah, let me know what you guys think.
same from what I know. She maybe can be used on other teams also like Malin and Min, but we will have to see about that and how players manage to do combinations with her and other hunters, including upcoming hunters also, which is way more than enough.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I could definitely see a team with her, Amamiya, and Wu Jinchul being quite powerful.
Yeah,
Yeah, that will probably be the
is-
main team that you guys are looking at when it comes down to the wind here. It will be Wu Jinchul, Hanseme as support, and your DPS obviously going to be Meirei. That would be an insane team when it comes down to the wind team. That would be like your all wind
very
team.
good buffer to both of them. She's supposed to be a good buffer again. We
Yeah.
can be for certain until they release the character itself. But yeah, she's a very good character. I have to say the release date is indeed interesting because we have the Wu Jinchul killer banner coming this week, I think. And then we are supposed to get Summer Part 2, which is in like the 21st of August, I believe, or even before that. And with that, we will get her in her summer skin, which is her only skin from what I'm aware of. She was supposed to have another skin, but it seems it might have been scrapped like Myray skin. Maybe it's saved for later or something like that. The release schedule is indeed weird though, because we also have Gogan He coming in like a week
Oh,
difference,
boy.
or even
All right, that's the first negative in my opinion. If you're gonna be putting her against Gogan He, you're gonna make a lot of people mad, very very mad. But let's see what he says here.
less, which means people will have to decide on what they want to summon, unless Netmarble decides to make it a single banner for both of them.
Oh no Alpha, do not give them ideas. Those are both horrible ideas where like people have to decide between her or Gogan He. I know for a fact that, listen, I don't know about you guys, but I know for a fact that if it came down to her and Gogan He, I'm gonna be summoning for Gogan He. First of all, she at the end of the day she's gonna be a rate up banner. A rate up banner character. Gogan He is gonna be a festival unit. You know he's gonna be damn broken, and you know there's gonna be a ton of content later on down the line about light. So definitely, if it came down to a comparison between her and Gogan He and who you should pull for, in my opinion, I'm gonna definitely go for Gogan He. With all respect to Hansame and everyone else from the
But I
wind
think
typing.
we all know that's very unlikely to happen.
So you mean that basically it's going to be back to back then? In theory, it's going to go her then go Gunhi.
This is definitely
Yeah,
gonna be
that's
pissing a lot of
basically-
people.
that's the plan, from what we are also aware of, because of the fact they are both in the lobby already,
Yeah.
and the fact
Yeah, they are in the
is
lobby.
to come very soon.
No, I hear you. I mean, that's going to be definitely a challenge to decide which is the unit to focus on if you're a F2P player or a low spender. That's going to be tough.
Yeah, I have to say though, I am interested about what motivations people will have to use the win team, because as we also discussed in the live stream, the win team is not really pushed that much because you also have the water team, which does the same thing for the same type of content. For example, workshop.
Well, right now, okay, so Alpha is talking about like the win team, and he's not really saying that they have much of use, honestly, at the moment, because the water team is doing the same thing. I'm gonna go ahead and guess here, and like an educated guess. I'm guessing that with all the release of all of this wind typing, there's going to be obviously more events in the future where it depends a lot on the wind and light. Probably that's my guess with the release of Gogan He and all these wind units. I'm guessing like in the future there will be more events or bosses that require light and wind to defeat them. Maybe Metius or Mitis. Yeah, I think that would be someone that we can go for here when it comes down to the wind team.
And
But we'll
also the bosses in the new dungeons. So it feels like Wind is a little gimmicky right now. She might be able to push Wind into a more center stage, like what Maylin did for Water, because Alicia before Maylin was not a top character. People did.
No, that's not true though. Malin, okay, Malin, yes, Malin made the water team very, very strong, but before then, Alicia was top two DPS at the time. It was between her and Cha, honestly, and I don't think that Malin was the reason why the water team thrived so much. Yes, it was partly due to Malin, but it wasn't like Alicia wasn't in need of Malin, if that makes sense. So Alicia was still very, very strong when it came down to the water team. Let me know again. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below.
Did not use her that much, and after Maylin released, she just became a must-use character in almost every content, basically.
Yeah, no, for sure. It just reshaped the entire meta at that point. I mean, you always have to wonder because they're always, cooking up and releasing new content. It could maybe be a precursor that we're going to be seeing, maybe not in August, but possibly in September, some sort of wind weakness content that would, justify having a really strong wind team.
Yeah, and maybe also the 75 and 100 floor of the Worktop of Brilliant Light might
Yeah,
be
that's
also
what I was
weak
talking
to
about.
water and wind like what we have right now, but that's something
Yeah.
we will have to see. Because
That's what I was trying to say earlier, that there might be like future content that really depends on wind and other elements. Probably my guess would be light, since they're releasing Goganhi as a festival unit, along with Hansei obviously, Amamiya, and all the buffs that they're being given to Wu Jinchou. So I'm guessing that would be the next part of the game that we are expected to receive. A lot of content around wind, a lot of content around light, and that is my guess.
Sorry, Baron and Asil and all of the other bosses are indeed seem to be weak to dark, and I will give more teasers in the next live stream we do, but yeah, there is a lot more going behind the scenes regarding stuff like that.
Yeah,
To push
of
other
That's
types
interesting.
more to center stage.
Oh,
yeah, but I mean, the
definitely
sense they're
need it.
giving is basically they're sort of slowly rotating the main content through the various elements as time progresses. So I'm sure we'll see something.
Yeah, especially with Dark, for example, being a type that is a little lackluster right now. Which I think
Very
everyone
lackluster,
can
not
agree
just a
on.
low.
Yeah, definitely.
The dark team
all
needs
right, well,
a
that all
lot
sounds
more.
great. Any other points you want to cover on here?
No, I think that basically covers it all. I don't think there is a lot to talk about until she's fully revealed.
So yeah, guys, just remember that this is not obviously her final kit, but she overall, in my opinion, she looks really, really good. Again, she has some great abilities when it comes down to obviously her kit right here, the shield that she receives, the buff that she gives to everyone, obviously, the heals, all that good stuff. Again, in my opinion, she's more of a better Juhi than Maylin/Min, but do let me know what you guys think down below. Obviously, I'm not too happy about the fact that they are releasing it with Goganhi, and like I said, with all the respect to Hansei and all the Wind Hunters, I'm still going to be going for Goganhi, especially on my free-to-play account, because if you think about it, you really need Mere, because she's an insane DPS. I think she is a unit that you can skip and pull for Goganhi, and definitely by far one of the best units that you can go for, in my opinion. Probably going to be the festival unit that is coming up, which is Goganhi again. So yeah, do let me know what you guys think about the whole situation, about when it comes down to the pulling and
I think people
releasing
will
her
enjoy her, I hope.
around the same time
And
as
yeah,
Go.
that's basically it.
Awesome. Well, as always, appreciate the early sneak peek. I'm looking forward to learning more about this video.
See you in the next video.
All right.
Goodbye, guys.
All right, so basically these are some abilities at the end there, and I still love this skin, not gonna lie. Like her basic design model is absolutely insane. That's so good, honestly. What else do we have? See, yeah, definitely the other design is better than the summer skin. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely prefer that. But yeah, guys, I think that would be it for the video. Again, that's her abilities. That was Hansei. That was all the exclusive sneak peeks that we got here when it comes down to the new hunter that is being released. If you guys did enjoy this kind of content, do not forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think about the whole situation. Again, like I said, but thank you so much for watching. Happy leveling. Peace.